Ladies and gentlemen, please consider to like this video, watch, share, and give us your opinion. Now, as I said on the other analysis, that our second analysis is how did these people manage to welcome Rigathi Gachagua after President Ruto had reached at Nakuru function, which was the government, the state function actually. But Rigathi is coming out with some of the excuses here, and the KTN News is now telling us that late or left out. Deputy Gachagua's late arrival at event sparks debate. So there are debate. People are questioning and asking several questions. That why do you think, what made Rigathi Gachagua to break the protocol? Yet the president had reached and sat down waiting for people to listen for his speech. Then Rigathi arrived 1 hour later after the president had arrived, and he raised a complaint that he had a problem. According to those who reported this case from the office of the deputy president, they said, according to the national security, according to the national security protocol, individuals who arrive at an event after the president has sat down are not allowed to access the venue. Protocol also demands the deputy arrives at a venue way before the head of state to welcome him. So Rigathi was the one to welcome President Ruto. He arrived after Ruto had arrived. Surprisingly, when the deputy arrived, the seat reserved for him next to the president, as a protocol disciples, had been occupied by Land CS Zakari Njeru. But when he arrived, the CS had to leave the seat for the second in command. That is whatever is taking place. And Rigathi raised a complaint that he had some issue of transport, and also the weather was not okay to him. I want us to discuss more on this Rigathi Gachagua's excuse after arriving late in Nakuru. That is whatever we want to discuss about. They are simple and clear, and I want you to understand why is Gachagua playing this political game. Before I carry on, ladies and gentlemen, if this might be your first time watching me at Zan Kenya TV YouTube channel, kindly take a 1 second and click that subscription button and subscribe to our channel. After you've subscribed, like this video, watch, share, and give us your opinion. Thank you if you do so. Let's proceed. At the middle, we are seeing Faruok Kibet sitting next to Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. And Faruok Kibet seems to be a powerful person in UDA government and is the eye of the president. That is whatever I can also observe, and is having some of the political room in UDA government. Deliberate for him. Rigathi Gachagua is deliberate for him to be blocked. That is the first thing we must also know. But number one, why Rigathi arrived late? Rigathi Gachagua seems to behave as a desperate and seeking Ruto's attention. He have been having this character on some 2 days ago. Is still carrying on with this character. Remember, Rigathi Gachagua skipped state function several occasions, and he had those excuses. So this is not the first excuse we are receiving from Rigathi Gachagua. So this man seems to be desperate and seeking Ruto's attention, because he have watched Ruto silence and no longer talk about on how Rigathi Gachagua is behaving. The number two, Rigathi is now setting for an eye for the government to allow him use the military chopper. If he said that he had some problem on the transport or on the transportation, and he called himself a villager, why couldn't he even use a wheelbarrow or even just a bus or even anything, any means of transport and communication? Why is he calling himself a villager yet is having intention of using a military chopper? Yet, because he is the second in command, I know very well he deserves that. But sometimes leaders we have today are lying and having political divisive among the people in the republic. So therefore, Rigathi Gachagua arriving late in Nakuru is a confirmation to President Ruto that he wants Ruto to give him a chance to use the military chopper. Now again, on Kibet Faruok sitting in the middle of the two prominent leaders, this is a clear source of communication that Faruok Kibet is now a smoke signal, and Rigathi Gachagua, for him to see Ruto, he must pass through Faruok Kibet. That is a clear confirmation, true and very clear, on whatever is now taking place in this government. And as we know that any government, when president arrives in any government function, the first person to welcome him is his deputy, the second in command. But this is a scenario. Rigathi had no interest to welcome President Ruto on that Nakuru function. This tells you that Rigathi is also determined and he wanted to be recognized as the son, as the kingpin in Mount Kenya region. Though Nakuru is divided, we have Rift Valley and central part of central Kidogo too. So that is also a little bit challenge. But this event sparked the debate as Kenyans are asking several questions. What is wrong with Rigathi Gachagua? With me, as I conclude, Rigathi Gachagua must now humble himself. As much as he is playing political game here, he must humble himself and respect his boss. Any institution where you work to, or where you work for, you must humble yourself and respect your boss. The same way, not have even gone far. A husband must respect the wife. The wife must respect the husband. Even you, ladies and gentlemen, you may be married, you may have a boyfriend or girlfriend, but sometimes when you see things are becoming hotter, what do? You stay humble, you focus, but you find a way of solving the problem affecting your relationship. And that is whatever Rigathi, how I wish he could have done it. Because when we believe, that when Rigathi and William Ruto sit together and talk one mind, then our country is going to be propelled on a better situation. But if they talk of different mind, then things are not going to work as we expect. I know some of you are very much happy on this total clash. They are even praying that let this clash to continue going on. But remember, you're the one who is going to suffer. Because this is the person using military chopper, you're having security, is being sponsored by government sources. The same way to president. So I don't think if it is a big deal. But our main concern is to just raise a complaint. Why is Rigathi and the boss of the country is now creating looming clash between them? So in this Nakuru, Rigathi arriving late is also a political confusion. He wanted to confuse Ruto, and he wanted to be known by the people of Nakuru as the deputy president, where he wanted to be cheered up after President Ruto had been cheered. Now, for him to dilute that mentality that Ruto is the president, that is also whatever Rigathi Gachagua was trying to do in Nakuru. I don't know what you can say, but that is whatever I can analyze up to this point. Ladies and gentlemen, drop your opinion at the comment section below. I wish you all the best, and thank you very much, by the way, for the support you are offering to this channel.